Well, well, well. Um, I have done the most wonderful thing and brought the party back after 2 weeks of in-game absence for one simple reason. We need to regroup. We need to start a new chapter in our wonderful, wonderful game of D&D, of Dice and Destiny. So, without further ado, we'll crack straight on with it. In the last session, it was noted that you had to capture a certain elven figure, Varshovan. And your mission was to aid Osiris in doing this quest as a means of reimbursing the city back for the death of one member of the public, as much of a nasty piece of work he was. Snake. But you did it, and you proved yourselves during that trial to do it without any consequences or collateral damage. Some of you even commented that it might have even have gone a bit too smoothly, as Varshovan was promptly placed under the spell of a charm. Or at least he appeared to be cooperating in such a manner. It wasn't until you arrived at the Azure Watch with his carriage, the books, and God knows what else you left behind on the carriage, and Varshovan in tow, did he reveal that actually he wasn't. He was merely cooperating for the good of the Carney folk that were there. Now, after a bit of discussion, some tea, and some shenanigans with your modern camping gear and collapsible kettles, you promptly went towards the direction of home, which at this moment was Elizabeth's tailor shop and the spare rooms that she kept for you. And en route home, you had some drunken conversations where maybe some of you had let a bit too much sleep, and some of you where some of you may have let a bit too much slip. Sorry, a moment there, my brain lagged for the reason that I was reading a message from one of the players, for the same reason that they're having a couple of technical issues. So bear with me whilst my brain catches up at the same pace as our players' computer does. So one or two of the players may have let a bit more information slip than they should have done, which got Killian curious, thinking, and overall eventually coming to a half twisted conclusion that they just mean somewhere far, far away on one of the other continents somewhere. The fabled continents within this world that he's never actually been to, but occasionally hears myths and stories about. But some of you, being absolutely blind drunk, had to lean on others for support to get home. And after collapsing in your beds or your respective sleeping arrangements, You wake up to find yourselves ready-ish, maybe fairly hungover the next morning. But before we get to wake nuts and breakfast, Osiris,
Mm-hmm.
as you lay there, trying, or at least you think you're trying to get to sleep, you pull your blade. The room is pitch black near enough, and you can hear the gentle snores of a couple of the others that have laid down next to each other on one of the other beds. And you're sort of laying there in the corner on a few blankets and what have you. And you pull your sword that you acquired from the Azure Watch. One that you diligently put in and turned over because it wasn't standard issue whilst you were on duty, but one that you've reclaimed nonetheless. And as you pull it, you hear garbled whispers. Garbled whispers. Hush, 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 hush. Draw, draw, draw. Almost chanting. And then other whispers coming in, telling them to hush as the blade starts singing almost as you pull it out. With that high pitched, finely tuned shing. But within that shing, as the blade is being drawn, is where you're hearing those whispers. You see around you as the blade itself seemingly appears to glow. Slight, sickly green. But then it's dashed with what appears to be an encasement of obsidian around the blade. Suddenly, it's becoming very heavy in your hands. What would you like to try and do before the blade is fully encased?
Was not expecting this. Hell yes. Right. Right. Can I try and make an this has never happened before,
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming.
This is your first time it's happened.
Could I try to ascertain the nature by with Arcana?
You
Trying to
can
figure out what's going
indeed.
on.
I will need you to make an Arcana check for me.
Hmm. Uh. Okay. Ooh. Oh no, 16. It's okay. It's okay.
16. You know it is arcane in its nature, but it is beyond your current explanation or knowledge to understand what is going on. You hear another whisper. Draw blood. Embrace.
I do I do something stupid? Do I do something stupid?
Knowing you, yes.
You know what? Let's do something fucking stupid. Let's do something fucking stupid.
Okay.
Could
What are you doing?
I would like to use my hemocraft
Mm-hmm.
and use just feed it some blood using my right.
Okay. As you use your right and feed the blade some blood, the obsidian begins to crack under the blade and it shatters at your feet. Little tiny shards of black glass like stone. Too numerous to pick up, too small to be of any use. But the blade stands shining, shimmering once more. And you hear a sigh from the blade as you sheathe it. Then you wake up. For real, in the room.
Oh.
He's probably gonna go down and get some fucking breakfast. Get some air. Because what the fuck?
You head downstairs then and you make your way. You see Elizabeth Taylor sitting at the sewing machine where she is already up, ready and running for work. You're maybe half hour ahead of the rest of the party in getting up, but you have had your long rests, all of you. And as you head downstairs, Elizabeth looks over and says, "Oh, didn't know we were having unexpected guests, otherwise I would have brought out some more wake nut juice." What may your name be? Sorry, we haven't yet been introduced.
Oh yeah, no, we have not. It was a very interesting night yesterday. I am Osiris.
Cyrus. Well, I'm pleased to meet you. My name is Elizabeth, and this is my humble establishment. As you can see, I'm sure you're here for the others, however, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, they're sleeping.
they seem to have their own ways and words for things sometimes. Do you know, the other day when they first arrived, they called this coffee, as she hands you a cup of perfectly brewed coffee or wake nut juice for your morning wake up call.
Really weird. They keep using strange devices like this music box.
Oh, yes, yes. Yes, they do come with some very strange clothes, but I've adapted the patterns to suit this current age, you see. So that's the reason why I picked them up. I do apologise, but anyway. But yes, and do you know what they also said? Well, you know how exquisite and expensive wake nut juice is. and how rare it is to be able to get these beans. They buy it in huge bags where they come from. Would you believe it? One bag, what they had, is worth about 7 or 8 small bags of what we can get. It's like... Anyway, I think I hear them stirring upstairs. Let's not dwell on this too much. I've just finished putting their patterns of clothing back together the way it was so that they can keep their original clothes for themselves as they requested. But I've got a few ideas, and I think I might just be able to get one up on the designs that come from the city where Tailors of Cambridge have set up shop. So this will be an interesting fashion event this year. I do look forward to it. So what do you do out of chance?
A little hazed from whatever the fuck that just was beforehand. And hearing the they buy wake nut juice for way cheaper than it should actually be.
Yep.
I was contracted with the watch for a bit.
Ah, that explains your stopover then. Fair enough. Well, any member of the watch is always welcome here, as you know. Ah, here they come. I hear the footsteps coming down the stairs. And as she turns and looks, who's the first to approach?
Steve will go down first.
Ah, wake nut juice has been brewed, if you would care for some. I hope you didn't mind me using some of your Colombian blend, I think you called it.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's right. It's fine, don't worry.
Wonderful. Must say it is much stronger than ours.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty strong stuff.
As she starts pouring out the various cups, she looks over and... So, a successful night then? Or did you bring the
yeah.
watch with you because you got into trouble? And
Well,
she
I'd
gives
say it's
Osiris...
been...
She gives Osiris a knowing wink.
Well, all
Jesus
things
Christ.
considered, I think we did pretty good.
Wonderful. Well, I'm not going to pry for any information. I'm just glad you're all in one piece-ish. If a little hungover, she says as she looks over at at Chris.
Oh yeah, it's been a wild night.
So can they handle the drink
Yep.
here? Or is our alcohol a bit too strong for them?
Well, I definitely feel it quite a good amount, but not as bad as my friend here.
Chris is still like out cold, just almost a bit drooling on the side.
Yes, fair enough. So you're actually still upstairs, Chris, then in bed, yeah?
Oh.
Well,
yeah, Chris is really an early riser, but when they've been out drinking, they typically don't have work the next day, so they do not wake up early at all.
fair enough. So,
Jess will,
yep, go on.
Jess will come down the stairs next, and she's a writer's rain. Morning, everybody. Did everyone sleep well?
Yes, thank you.
Far too awake for being bad for how intoxicated you were.
I mean, look, I'm used to partying. Have you? I see you've got wake nut juice. Have you got any tea, Elizabeth?
Yes, I have, dear. It's in the second pot there.
Fantastic. And Jess will pour herself a cup of tea, add some sugar and a bit of milk, and we'll just sit down in a comfy corner and just enjoy everyone else being really hungover.
For the sake of brevity, about 30 minutes or so later, it's realised that Tom's still asleep and someone actually heads upstairs to wake him up.
They would get up and throw something on, and as they're coming downstairs, they are just rubbing their eyes and rubbing their temples, and they're just going to just say, I am gonna need about a pint glass of coffee, please. I do not feel good.
Elizabeth looks over at Osiris and raises one eyebrow in his direction.
Or at least,
I'll go get the.
What?
I'll just go get a huge glass. Just bring it up.
Or maybe just some water and a cup of coffee. I don't know. Just something.
They got coffee.
Good morning.
Thank you.
And
Morning.
what Tom means he needs wake nut juice.
Chris needs some paracetamol, as well as a pint of water.
Some paracetamol. But you're not gonna be able to get that here, are you? Ugh.
Does any of
And
the
they're just going
party
to absolutely chug a pint of water.
Does anyone in the party have paracetamol in their bag?
I have
Nope.
a first aid kit, so I'd imagine I have aspirin or something in my first aid kit.
Yes, you would.
I will readily offer that up. I'll just place it kind of
Could
beside
you-
the glass of water.
Could you, for Osiris's sake, describe what he sees as you pull out this first aid kit?
It's probably just like a little. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's gonna be like a little like baby pink pouch. I'm trying to think what it would look like. I guess like one of those weird side shoulder bags that you take with you on like a holiday or something, but it's like a small, like almost like camera bag sized, like the little digital camera bag sized.
Yeah.
And it's just that you open the zip and it's full of like various sized plasters, like a cut off row of paracetamol, like half a packet of like paracetamol, ibuprofen, aspirin, just like basic stuff, and like maybe a dairy wipe or something.
So these tablets in a foil wrapper of some kind look extremely weird to you. And to Elizabeth.
Just look at Elizabeth like, what?
Aspen, I could literally kiss you on the mouth right now. I swear to God. And they will just take some paracetamol and just have it with the water.
May I ask what that paracetamol is?
It's like
I would
medicine
like to
for
join.
pain. it's medicine for pain, so like headaches and things like that. I'm assuming you have something similar. Ours is just in a convenient form.
Yes, we do. We have various ointments and potions that you can drink to heal your wounds and place on your wounds in order to seal them and stuff. We also have some very effective other forms of medications like antidotes. What do yours do though? And she's looking over at Chris at this point, who has taken and swallowed the tablets. Because I'm not seeing any difference yet.
Well, it's not necessarily a physical thing, it's an internal thing. So, for example, I'm sure you get like headaches and stomach aches and cramps and things like that. It targets that pain and makes it go away.
Like your brain, you know how your brain is a thing that makes you like feel pain, like literally, like it makes a thing
Yes.
that causes a sensation, basically. And they're doing this while basically just rubbing their face and getting themselves properly woken up. And it's just like it targets that, and it basically stops the brain from making the stuff that makes you feel the pain.
She reaches
It's
down.
made of willow.
It takes a bit to kick in and stuff. So I've still got like
Yeah, it's a concoction made of willow bark in pill form.
is it?
Oh, hold on.
Is it?
I
Give
believe
me-
so.
Give me one moment.
I have
And
no idea what paracetamol is made of.
She
Man.
reaches down under the counter and she pulls out a small flask. It's about 3 inches tall. It's almost like a science vial, test tube like shape, and it's corked on one end. And inside is a liquid that is, it's like a green. You've seen this before, Cyrus. You know this is just a minor restoration potion that is commonly used across Albion for curing headaches and hangovers and things like that. And she pulls it out. She hands it to Chris. Try this instead. It's made up of almost exactly the same stuff, but I think you'll find this one is a bit more instant.
Chris looks at it and is just like, I'm not gonna lie, this doesn't look very appetizing.
Do you want to roll a check on that liquid?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you proficient in medicine?
No.
Okay.
Great.
I'm not proficient in many things.
I am.
I'm proficient in 4 things.
What are you proficient in?
Animal handling, insight, perception, and survival.
I can take a look at it for you.
Wait, you could, but
Survival could potentially help him, no?
as a druid, roll a nature check for me.
I'm not even proficient in nature.
Nah, you got this. Come on.
What kind of druid are you?
I'm bad one.
They're new to this, okay?
9.
They're new to the druid.
Oh, wow.
9.
Yeah, you are not guessing anything from this at all. What was you going to try and do, Jess?
I could probably take a look at it. Although psychologists can't prescribe, they do have awarenesses. Is that a word of medication and the applications and things?
Mm-hmm.
Depends on
So
what.
I could. Would you like me to take a look, Chris?
Sure. And before they hand it over, they're just gonna uncork it and just take a little sniff of it as well.
It
Like
actually,
it's
Oh,
like
God.
a greenish color. They're just seeing if it like smells of like apple or anything, just to make it seem like as if it might taste alright.
I mean, when
Healing
you,
potions.
yeah,
Healing potions taste of apple sours. There you go. It's canon now.
no, they do not.
Yeah.
Yum.
So when you take a sniff of it, you can smell the herbal remedy, as it were. It's quite potent, and even just taking a small whiff of it that you have, you feel some of the grogginess gently lift before it settles back again. It's almost like you had a mere moment of clarity as you sniffed it.
I'm just gonna sneeze. Smell. It was. We were not expecting it. It was just like, oh my gosh. Okay. That is an odd smell. You can take a look at it. Yes.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll have a look at it. I'll have a sniff. I'll also, where you sometimes get residue on the cork. I'll
Mhm.
use my little finger to take a bit of the residue off and just taste a little bit on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the sweetest of tastes, but it's definitely not disagreeable. You can definitely taste it's made of natural remedies, natural herbs and things. And as you take a small taste of it, it doesn't really do anything for you, but you do feel just a brief moment of before whatever was thought comes rushing back again.
I mean, it seems fine. It's like a purple concoction.
It's a green concoction,
I
but
got
yes,
a question. Can I do something?
you can.
I assume those have like some kind of magical restorative effect.
Mm-hmm.
Could I make an Arcana check to pinpoint those effects and what they do?
Go for it. Roll a dice.
That's 1. Oh, that's a 7. That's
Yep.
a 13.
7 for
It looks like
13.
another one.
You, with the knowledge that you've learnt from the library, you're aware of potions of this nature, and
Mhm.
from the feel of it, it's not really something that you can get an Arcana-esque essence off of to sort of investigate and check. But you do recall your knowledge of when you're reading, and you recall seeing these small vials, and it noted in the little column that this is the hangover cure that is the most sort of common, at least here in Ironstead, if not in Albion.
Guys, it's totally fine. It's this is a concoction that's used for hangovers. I've read about it.
There's not a raw egg in this, is there?
Nope.
Brilliant. Chris is just gonna drink it.
As soon as you start drinking it, and as soon as it touches your lips,
Chase it down with the coffee.
and you chase it down with the coffee, it's not actually all that unpleasant. It's a little bitter to begin with, but that's no different to your coffee anyway. But as it slides down your gullet, you feel the effects start wearing through really, really quickly. You feel the grogginess in your head lift, and your eyes seem to brighten up, and you feel as though you have a lot more energy suddenly. Just as you finish chasing that down with the coffee, the paracetamol kicks in.
Whoa. I really hope that doesn't mix weirdly with the paracetamol.
Roll me a constitution check, please.
Yes! Is it just a check or a saving throw?
Just a check.
Slay. Dirty 20.
Yeah, you feel it. You feel it. You feel the paracetamol kick in, and you realise for a moment you had a bit of a panic. Is this going to react? But then nothing. It doesn't react at all, and you're perfectly fine. However, as the paracetamol kicks in, the few knocks that you had as you were being half dragged home last night, that those dull aches fade away, and as they begin to fade away, the bruises that was on your arms and legs from the night before, where you were dragged about a bit and knocked on a couple of occasions, the bruising starts to clear up as well before your very eyes, and you realise that's the potion's doing.
I do not know how to explain what I just felt inside my body.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much. It seems that you're more than recovered now.
Oh, yeah. And then just rubbing their eyes and just, yeah. Getting all the sleep out. So, what is the agenda today? Exactly? Kind of forgot.
Elizabeth looks at all of you, including Aurora. She just looks at all of you and is like, I think today's the day you're going to be setting off on your adventure. Which reminds me, and she disappears briefly and comes back with all of your clothing restitched perfectly and hands it to you.
Oh, I missed my best. Thank you. And they just immediately slip it on.
Uh-huh. Jess?
Jess is a thank you, and she'll put the clothes in her backpack. I like the black, the tight kind of black, kind of trousers and jacket and vest top underneath that I've currently got.
Fair.
Chris also thinks they like the outfits that they have on. They had on, but they just seemed like they really wanted their vest as well, and now they have their vest again.
Cool. And Aspen, as she hands you your items of clothing back, she pauses for a moment, pulls up one of the socks. That's interesting design.
They're cool, right?
Are
What
they
were her stocks again?
representative of anything? Or is it just preference?
I mean, they're boobs, so they're great.
Well, it's rare to see someone so free and open with their preferences. And
Really?
she gives you a wink as she hands the
yeah.
clothes to you.
Hell yeah. I'm excited to get my shorts back on, but obviously I'm not going to do it in front of everyone, so I'm just going to take them and put them away for now.
Fair enough. Well, I do have some guests coming in about an hour, so I would appreciate it if whatever your plans are for the day, if we could make them outside of my shop. Unfortunately, business does have to continue, and these guests are well picky and yes, slightly frustrating.
We understand.
We do.
And if they even dare bring up that item again today when they come in, I will not chase them out of the building. Not this time. It's a long story. But it's a story nonetheless. Maybe for another day, that one can be saved when you return from wherever you're heading to. I will see you all again, won't I?
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful. Well, I'll let you finish your breakfast in peace. I'm going to disappear and finish off these other pieces that I have and prepare my guests. I bid you a good day. And she turns and walks out the room. The time is yours.
So, Osiris,
Yo.
you know this land, of course, better than any of us. What do you think we should go to, or
Um. Hmm. That is a good question.
Didn't
DM, what do I know of any interesting things
didn't
in this land?
sorry to interrupt, but didn't when we first got here, didn't someone mention a town called Chesterton?
Yes.
It's not far from here. If I recall, it was 20 miles east. Maybe we should kind of have a look and I don't know, try and find some clues on how we can get home.
Wasn't it also the place that the carnival workers were heading to? That was the reason why
Ludnan?
were there.
Mm-hmm.
Ludnan, I think.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's also the Silver Lake Cities, which is where you'll find another clue that was hinted at by Elizabeth Taylor herself.
Oh, Tailors of Cambridge.
Mm.
Could be a really, really good idea to go to, though. Have any of us actually spoken up about that, though?
What the Elizabeth mentioned, there were people like us in
Yeah.
Silver Lake City.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't they her rivals?
Yeah, but are we gonna like not? You can still get information and be what loyal to Elizabeth Taylor's shop.
We
Like,
could do. And if they're like us, they may be from our world. They was it mentioned they were from our world?
you know, oh wait, if they're from Cambridge, are they? I'm unsure
From
now.
our world.
Yeah, but if they're from Cambridge, I don't know if I want to interact with them if they're from Cambridge.
What's wrong with people from Cambridge?
It's all posh down there. I don't want to deal with that. I'm from North.
This must sound so weird to you, Osiris.
I mean, I deal with people from all walks of life. I'm sure I could probably speak to them. And there are parts of Cambridge that aren't posh. Someone I went to school with.
Maybe they're not from Cambridge. Maybe they just chose the name Cambridge because they were like, "Oh, that's a recognizable name. Maybe we should like call ourselves, I don't know."
I mean, who would it be recognizable to, other than our world?
Other people from our world, and they flick their eyes to Osiris, our place.
I mean, our place, where we're from.
What is Cambridge?
Damn it.
What the fuck is Cambridge?
It's from down south.
And why do we hate Cambridge? Down south. DM, have I
Because
ever
it's
been
down
down
south.
south?
No,
Because of
the
Sailor's
furthest
background.
with your sailor's background. Roll me a d20 and navigation. Let's think.
The intelligence?
It would be intelligence, but I'm also looking to see if perhaps survival could be used. You have navigator's tools and you are proficient. So if you wish to, you could use your survival, which is at an advantage.
Hell yeah, I'll use survival. Oh, that I don't even need to. That's a natural 20.
Let's go.
You have sailed quite a fair bit of the seas in and around Albion, and you've occasionally been to a couple of the other continents. And one of your regular hauling trips south was to pick up cargo of wake nuts, which, as you know, is extremely expensive and extremely rare in Albion. You don't recall any towns or ports called Cambridge directly, but you are acutely aware that you've never really been inland, and most of your dealings are with the docks and ports and harbour masters and people like that, rather than the markets and moving goods inland. So it's not unfeasible that there may be a place called Cambridge somewhere. But if you now roll me your intelligence check, or would this be with? Yeah.
Oh, never mind. That's an 8.
Yeah, you're sort of on the fence about it, shall we say. It's possible there could be a place in land called Cambridge somewhere south that you've never visited before. But it does sound a little bit made up, other than this tailor shop that even Elizabeth has heard of.
Just gonna look real fucking hard at both of you guys. Just
I mean, what is wrong with being from down south? I'm from London.
I've sailed
Which
down south.
you, Osiris, throws you for a spin because you know Ludinen is up north.
Yeah.
Further north than the Silver Lake cities.
Just look at her. That's north.
I mean, yeah, but like Cambridge is like, I don't know. Like, look, I was born in London, but I moved away when I was like 5, though.
Half in my head.
And then
I'm
I
just gonna
still
let
like
this play.
London. It really depends on what London is so big. Like, it depends on completely on where you're. Like, still, some bits of London are really filled with posh people, and then you go to Cambridge, and it's like all posh people.
What parts
Why
of
do you
London
think
other than Chelsea are from?
the big university there?
Now, at the mention,
So,
Osiris, at the mention of the university in London, which you're at the moment thinking is
I was talking
Ludinen.
about the University of Cambridge.
Yep.
There's hundreds of universities in London.
Yep, but at the mention of it, you immediately get pulled towards the Magistrates University of Magic. And that's your immediate thought.
Magic University?
No.
Well,
And Chris just
talk
looks
about
at Cyrus just with a
Ludinen.
really weirded out look. Just like, huh? No, obviously. Before they kind of realise and just like, oh wait, I don't know, you
you're talking
probably
about
just never
Ludinen.
heard of it, ma'am.
Well,
I mean-
I studied in Roehampton. I mean, Roehampton's not posh.
Now, Roehampton is familiar to you, Osiris.
Okay. Yeah.
You know Roehampton to be a small fishing village, not actually too far from Ironstead. And every year, it's acquired its name because every year there is a race that happens between the Magistrates University of Magic from Ludinen and the
Mhm.
Silver Lake Cities University of Scholarly Leisure. And this race, it runs from the Silver Lake City all the way down to the finish line, which is this small fishing village at a place now named Roehampton, spelled ROW-HAM-TON.
And you've just said you're from Roehampton, right?
No, I studied in Roehampton. It's a tiny town in the middle of
Studied.
London. I studied psychology.
How can you be?
But wait, that doesn't make sense. You're from
They're a top
this
university
world.
in London for
Lon-
psychology.
That's north.
It does.
Roehampton is
It-
nearby Ironstead. Cambridge's a apparently south, which, okay. I don't believe in Cambridge.
What?
But how? How?
Jess will just pat him on the arm and go, "Look, don't worry about it. Let's just decide where we're going, okay?"
If we're traveling all of this way, if we're traveling all of this way with Osiris, why can't we just explain everything and blow his mind?
Because he might turn us into the authorities and have us executed.
For what reason? We could just say we're not jobs.
Fine. And Jess will turn to Osiris, look him dead in the eye, and say, "We're not from this world. We're from a world called the world. In a country called England, in a bigger thing called the United Kingdom. We were playing a game called Of Dice and Destiny when the fabric of time ripped open and we were sucked into wherever we are now, Albion, and we have no clue what we're doing, how we're going to get home. We don't have magic in our world. We can't talk to animals in our world." And I look at Chris when I say this. "Gods don't talk to us in our world." And then she'll look at Aura. And we can't perform magic. And I look at Steve. In fact, what we do is we wake up every day, we go to work, we come home, we sit in front of a screen and watch moving pictures, eat some dinner, go to bed, and repeat. This is all new to us. These are towns from where we're from. And I'll turn to Chris. There? Chris, satisfied?
I actually work on a farm.
Okay. Okay. I understand that. I understand. I like you. That farm works pretty good.
I like you as well.
Okay,
Mr.
wait.
Magic Man.
just gonna give him a fist bump.
Yes.
Right. So you're from a world called the World. That's a pretty dumb fucking name.
Aura steps in. No, our world is called Earth.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
I'm sorry. The Earth, yes, Earth. I wasn't thinking, but this doesn't matter. And Jess is just gonna sigh and
I have a book
sink
that's
back into her.
Sorry. Also, I have a book that's literally filled with the entire lore of this world. I can't read it sometimes though.
Okay, that was really weird yesterday when I looked at it. That was really weird.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
I don't understand that. Two.
And Chris is just gonna like lean over and just whisper to Jess and just like, "I'm not gonna explain the fact that this is literally the world of the game, because that might
I mean,
an existential question."
just explain it. If
Are
you don't, I will.
Are you trying to hear what he whispers, Osiris?
Ooh.
If so, roll a perception check, please.
No, I'm gonna let this one go. Because that's gonna be funnier later on.
Tell him if it might give him an existential
That's gonna be funny.
If he has an existential crisis, I'm a trainee psychologist. I could help him.
Yeah, but what if he actually does tell the authorities we're not jobs?
I think this point,
then maybe
it's getting loud and you can hear them.
Yeah, Chris isn't that great at whispering.
Then maybe if we're executed,
no.
Then maybe
Not
if
yet.
we're executed, if we're executed, maybe it turns out this is all some horrible kind of purgatory. We may wake up in hospital beds after being, I don't know, knocked out by a bloody tree during the earthquake.
I mean, I don't really
you're
want
getting louder, by the way.
Sorry, what was that,
really
Jamie?
wish I had silenced.
What did you say, Jamie?
I don't really want to test that. Let's maybe not get executed.
Yeah.
Just
No.
you know. Also, we can hear you. Everyone can hear you.
Yeah. You're
Yeah, I
getting
was
louder,
really
by the
trying
way.
at the end there, to be honest.
All
I'm
this
just
time,
going
all this
to-
time.
I want to kind of give Osiris an existential crisis. I'm not gonna lie.
No, we can save that for later. Because again, we haven't exactly worked
I
out
personally
whether
don't want one.
we haven't exactly worked out whether this is like this is over the table, by the way. I'm not saying this in character.
Yeah.
But like we haven't actually worked out whether this is like the actual game or like the world inside the game, like this is all technically working by game standards, or whether this is actually just a parallel world, because
True.
like if it's just a parallel world, then that means that it's not a game and we don't need to explain it as such. It could literally just work as they are parallel worlds, as in the only way that this world exists in our world, it's through the game, but it actually does exist as its own plane.
What if someone from this world came to our world and wrote the book?
That would be
In case people like us get sucked into their world.
That would be insane.
That's both in character and in the game.
That was both in character.
I was both out of character and in character at the same time. I don't know.
I mean,
Osiris, would you want to come to our
Everything's
world?
merging together.
Osiris.
Can you imagine?
The thought of that, the
Yes.
only closest possible thing that you can think of in Albion that could even remotely be something similar would be the Burmese Triangle. Where
The what triangle?
the Burmese Triangle, where ships have been known to sail through and disappear. Much like the Bermuda Triangle, but it's Burmese Triangle here.
BERMIS.
Yes. If that's how you wish to spell it. My spelling is BURMISE, but yeah, the Burmese Triangle is the closest phenomena that you could possibly think of. And it's more of a myth and a legend than anything else amongst tailors.
I'm getting real confused feelings over here. I'm getting real.
To go to the Silver Lake cities. I've heard that's where.
You know, your world sounds kind of.
I'm in
Okay,
agreement.
hold
Let's
on,
go
right.
to Silver Lake City and find these Tailors of Cambridge, since Elizabeth thinks they are from another world as well. And if it turns out they are from our world, maybe they can tell us how the hell we can get home.
I mean, if they're still here, then maybe they haven't figured that out yet.
Maybe they decided to stay.
You can always ask them. Because what did you say, Osiris? You don't think that Cambridge exists?
Yeah.
I wish it didn't exist, so I'm on the same boat. I also don't believe it exists. So let's go see the Tailors of Cambridge.
You know, I
You
will
really
happily
have it
join in
in.
on this quest.
You really have it in for Cambridge. Where does that stem from?
Cambridge
What
related.
did Cambridge do to you?
Over the table. I used to live in Cambridgeshire, so
Ah,
I lived in Cambridgeshire till I was about 11. So I have personal reasons.
Fair.
your personal beef with Cambridge.
So beef with Cambridge.
Oh dear.
My homies hate Cambridge.
Well, after some
Yeah.
rather haphazard discussions, some decisions on finally where you're going to be setting off to, you gather your bags, you pack your things. There's a few more random things that you notice getting packed away carefully. Things like brightly coloured bits of material that have poles and lots of poles. There's things that seem a little off to you with what they're packing, Osiris, but otherwise everything gets packed and you begin to set out on the road. You are on foot, and as you are travelling towards the northern gates, following Osiris as he is assuring you that the Silver Lake cities and Ludinium is north, and with some trepidation over the local knowledge and your own sense of bearing, you begin to set out. You're walking through various different sorts of sceneries to begin with. As you step out of Ironstead and through the gates, they don't close behind you, but you can see the queue of people that have travelled to Ironstead to get into the city to see the markets and maybe purchase goods or whatever the case is. You travel along the queue and up the road north, and after maybe an hour or so, the backlog of carriages comes to an end. It's quite a stunning sight to see such a busy town and people queuing to get in. But regardless, at this point, as you look out, you see over the fields that there are crops being grown. There are various sort of cornfields and wheat fields and things like that in the nearby vicinity. Small houses dotted here and there in the distance, probably belonging to the farmers that run and own these fields. And a couple of sort of little shrines along the road, of which you all by now recognise to be Shantae, in dedication to Shantae, the goddess of the harvest. And Aurora is especially delighted and light in her step as she is walking where these fields are, and more so especially when it comes to some of the cattle fields that are seen for dairy cows, and these are free roaming. Like, there's free range, and then they didn't even bother putting up the fences. Free range dairy cows, of which you yourself, you Chris, kind of would respect it, but at the same time you're like, well, how do they keep them contained? How do they find them?
Yeah.
But as you continue walking, eventually these fields die. It's been now maybe 2.5, 3 hours walking, and you can start seeing the forests. You can start seeing the forests in the distance, and you can see the sort of skyline disappearing behind you. Ironstead no longer in view, and all around you just gentle rolling hills leading on this path towards the forest itself. It's around about, by the time you all manage to set off and you've travelled this far, it's probably now about 10:30, 11 o'clock or so, as you get to a point on the road where it branches off. There is a path that leads straight through the forest, and there is a path that curves off to the left and around the perimeter of the forest. You know these roads quite well, Osiris, and you know that both paths eventually would lead to the same place on the other side. It's just someone had the courtesy a long time ago to build the second path to help those that had a unnatural fear of the forest and dark places or darker places as they're travelling. But you know the long way round might take an extra hour or two compared to going straight through. But it is here at the fork in this road where you pause for a moment, along with the rest of your complaints about various pieces of footwear that you may be wearing, hurting feet, and other such complaints.
So we're at this fork. All right. I'm just gonna explain to the group what you said before. There is what was it going straight through is Sorry, can you explain it one more time? The two paths.
So the path that leads around the perimeter of the forest will take an extra couple of hours and add an extra couple of hours to the journey this day. But if you cut straight through, the path may be slightly darker. However, it will eliminate that time. It's still going to take you a good day or two to get through. But the path around just adds an extra couple of hours to your journey, essentially, each day. But the forest itself, to get to the next bit of green afterwards, is about a day and a half or so journey straight through.
Okay. Well,
So 2 days going around or a day and a half going straight through.
Yeah. So, guys, we can go straight through. Day and a half journey. It will be darker. Or go around, but it'll be about 2 days.
I'm not really afraid of the dark, and the forest is good. And hey, maybe I can practice speaking with animals, because that's a thing I do apparently, which is pretty cool. I don't think any of you guys can do that. It's pretty cool.
I'm good with forests. I don't mind. I'm not scared of the dark.
Yeah, we can go through.
Okay.
We're going through.
Just as you make your decision and begin to travel on into the forest, you see coming straight towards you from the forest a merchant with a pack mule, essentially, at his side, carrying quite a bit of goods. And he sort of pauses as he comes out for a moment and looks at you all. Ah, my God, it's good to see a friendly face. It's one hell of a journey in there. Be careful, there's a couple of trees that have fallen in the road along the path as you travel through, but we made it. Sorry, I just need to sit here for a moment. Good sirs and madams. You're must be a travelling party. Well, be careful on the road, because, as I say, a couple of tree stumps have fallen down in there. And he sits down.
Okay. Do you need anything? Is your guy okay? And they just motion towards the pack mule.
He looks over, looks at you. I'm sure he's fine. He's normally quite fine. Never really too much of a problem for him. But for me, My knees aren't what they used to be. Climbing over those was a little bit tough. And as you're looking at him, he doesn't look too old. He's human. He doesn't look too old, maybe mid to late 30s. But he is very much, for a traveller, he seems to be very much out of breath.
How long did it take you to get through this?
Well, with the trees in the way blocking the path, I'd say it took me about an hour or two to detour around the trees so that I could get across and come through safely without having to climb all the way over them. But for yourselves, young and fit as you are, it should be a breeze.
Look after yourself, yeah?
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a water skin, would you? I've just drained the last of mine. I wouldn't mind some water.
I'll hand him my one. Just
He
there you
takes
go.
he takes a few sips from it. Not too much. He's respectful in that way. Takes a few sips from it and hands it back. Oh, that is so much better. Well, it's what, 3-4 hours from here to Ironstead? I should be on my way or I'm going to miss all the best cuts of meat.
Yeah, just keep straight.
Hey.
Mhm.
Oh, and kind sir, thank you. And he reaches into a small little bag, a pouch that's at his side, and he pulls out small little loose change bag, as it were, and he pulls out a copper piece and flicks it over to you, Osiris. And thank you for the water. It's much appreciated.
Like I'll give it over to
Chris. Because Chris started this conversation.
Uh-huh.
No worries.
Thank you. I'm going to rest here for 5 minutes, but safe journey. And he just sits there, literally just catching his breath. And as you start to walk away, he grabs the mule, he stands up again and starts carrying on his own journey.
Awesome.
Chris, you are 1 copper piece better off.
1 copper! Where's my copper?
As you begin to walk into the forest, there is a chill in the air. Not an ominous chill, a natural one. And it is slightly cooler than it was walking up to the forest, with the canopy overhead very quickly becoming quite thick. You can hear the call of various birds and animals. You can hear the chittering away of small animals such as squirrels, and as you're sort of looking around, you swear you see what appears to be like a hedgehog, and a couple of other relatively sort of familiar type of animals to what you would normally encounter in such a place. And as you continue on, the path beneath your feet becomes stony and muddy, but not squelchy mud. But it is a mud track. And you're counting your blessings that it's not raining today. Otherwise, this might be quite treacherous to pass through. But as you continue to look around in the underbrush, you see the skittering of various different ants and spiders and insects, and you are beginning to you're beginning to notice the animals a lot more, Chris. And for you, Jess, you find your mind wandering to various different sort of spots that, oh, I could hide there if I need to, or that would make good cover if I had to. You know, you start thinking a little bit more about your environment and your surroundings. As you're traveling, though, Chris, you do spot those animals that I've mentioned. So I hope you're keeping tabs on that.
Yeah. It's just little forest critters, isn't it?
For the
Hedgehog.
moment.
Hedgehog
Hedgehogs.
and a hodgehog.
Is
Hodgehog.
there like weasels, ferrets?
You haven't seen any yet, but you are fairly certain that this is the sort of environment you might find them if you did spot them.
Yeah. Very like coniferous forestish.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Jamie.
Question.
Yes, Wesley.
Oh, I was about to say, as soon as we get into the forest, does it turn darker or?
There's still some light coming through, but it is darker, but it's not ominous dark. It's just the sun is being blocked by the canopy. Dark.
All right. Well, in case it gets any darker, as soon as it gets like very dark, I will cast the cantrip light.
If it gets too dark, then yes, we will
Yeah.
allow that.
If it gets too dark, I'll bring out my flashlight because I believe I have a flashlight in my pack.
You do. Aspen,
Yes.
you are walking along with the party, but you are seemingly rather quiet at this stage. Is there anything that you'd like to look out for or spot or do?
Ooh.
Or
I
say?
think I'm probably just generally kind of glancing around, just trying to be aware of my surroundings. If there's any like idle chat going on, I'll probably join in with idle chat, but I'm trying to kind of, I don't
Keep
know. I mean,
focus.
the guy said that there was like trees that had fallen over, so it didn't sound like he'd come across anything particularly dangerous. It was just kind of knocked over trees, but I'm still gonna keep an eye out.
Yeah, and it's about an hour or so in when most of you begin to feel your stomachs starting to rumble. But it's also at this point, Jamie, Aspen, that you see the first of these fallen trees that are blocking the path, as it were.
Does it look like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it just looks like a fallen tree, right? I'm assuming it doesn't look like anything nefarious.
Nothing nefarious that you're aware of at this stage. If you want to roll a perception check to look for danger, you can.
Sure, I'll do that. I'm sure I'm incredible at that. Huh? Yeah, real great. Sick of this.
Well, you don't spot any danger. The only thing you do spot is sitting on top of the fallen tree in a little concave part of it, like a little hollow within it, does appear to be a slightly fiery looking scorpion, but it's tiny. It's small.
Ooh. Okay, guys, just like don't get stung by this thing. Just stay away from it. Yeah.
It's
As long
actually
as it piss off.
it's actually quite pretty to look at, believe it or not. It's got this like black tail and spike on the end of it, and it curves upwards just like a scorpion's would. But the legs sort of have this gingery, peppery look to them, which gives the legs this look like they're licked, like being licked by flames, as the tiny hairs and that breeze move in the breeze. And the back of it, it's got sort of an orange, and it's got a black spine, as it were, or a black exoskeleton. But the extremities from the spine outwards, going backwards, once again have these sort of very fine hairs that are gingery, that peppery ginger colour that gives it that flame licked look once again. It spots you, and it sees you looking at this little scorpion, and it darts away.
Okay, guys, we don't have to worry about being stung anymore. I scared it off.
Hell yeah.
Good job.
I'm real intimidating. I'm so scared.
Oh yeah.
But your stomachs are rumbling, and this tree is blocking your path.
Approximately, like, if we look up right now, what time is it?
Roll a nature check. Let's see if you can spot the sun through the canopy.
Hell yeah. No, that was my character sheet. Why did I click off of it? There we go. +3. Oh, that's a 16. 19.
You look directly upwards, and just in that moment, using your sense of navigation and your relative direction from Ironstead being north, you realise that the sun is probably about an hour past midway.
It's midway. Okay, that's not too bad. Are we all getting hungry here, people?
I could eat.
We could take a break right now and eat something.
Yeah.
Did we even bring any supplies?
I don't know, did you?
Probably.
We were packing stuff.
I would check
didn't.
I would check your inventories if I was you.
I did not bring supplies.
We go back.
I have rations.
I have 1 day's worth of rations.
Ooh, do I have
I
some?
have
Where's my-
Let me
5 days worth
check.
of
Hang on.
rations. We can also
Oh,
hunt
no.
if we want.
I think we might have to, you know.
I have 3 days of rations.
I'm just trying to check. Bear with me. Did I not?
Oh no, we're gonna starve out here.
We are going to starve to death
Literally
because I
5
didn't
hours
bring
of
any.
I completely forgot about rations.
I have no rations. Jess is going to starve to death. Oops. I have weapons. Maybe I
Are
could
there
try
any-
hunting something.
I think we might have to go hunting.
I think we might have to go hunting. What's to eat around here, Osiris?
Fuck if I know, DM. Can I look around and listen around for some animals, possibly a pig or something?
Wild boar, that would be nice.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
So,
Well,
as you come to this
Okay.
amazing conclusion that you are all woefully ill prepared for this journey,
Oh yeah, but that's what makes it fun. We're just a gang of idiots.
I would
Hey,
like
speak for yourself.
Osiris, Jess, and Jamie, Aspen.
Yes.
I would like you all to roll me perception checks, please, to see if you can spot anything to potentially hunt.
Oh yes.
Don't fuck me, guys.
Real good at
Oh,
this time.
yeah.
Okay, better.
What?
Yippee.
That was
11.
fucking great.
Something like rabbits or
21.
So, Jess, you are not spotting anything, I'm afraid.
I'm a city girl. I wouldn't know anything that was edible, other than a fruit. So no, can't see anything.
However, Osiris, you are a little bit more au fait with hunting for your food, fishing and the likes, and that sort of thing. And as you're looking around, you're trying to see if there's anything that you can potentially see, spot as tracks, or even an animal or something nearby. Aspen, you see the same thing that Osiris does, roughly around the same moment as you're looking, and there is a trail, as it were, small little hoof prints,
Yeah.
4 of them, as though they were trotting along and heading slightly deeper into the underbrush of this forest.
Can you guys tell us?
There is tracks.
That's something.
Could I have a look at the tracks to see if it's like either a deer or a boar?
You can certainly give me a nature check if you wish.
Nature,
They're
not
not.
survival.
Went real good last time.
Now, the reason why I
You
say
got this.
nature and not survival is because you asked to identify the animal that it is, not to actually
I'm not-
track them.
Yeah. Come on. Come on.
Come on,
Yeah.
On an 11, the little hoof prints that you see, it's difficult to make out because it's not of a natural size that you've seen before, and it's not anything really that you can recall. The closest thing you could put it to is maybe a small micro pig type creature.
I don't know. It looks like it could be pig.
We can eat that, I'm sure, if we can get it.
We can probably
If you
eat
can
a
get
lot of
it.
things. A big
Is anyone here against eating a pig?
No,
Type?
but does anyone know actually? Not at all. But does anyone know how to actually butcher a pig?
Good question.
We can
We can
figure it out.
try.
We can
could
try.
just shove a stick through it and put it over a fire.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, cut
don't we
bits
have
off, crack
to?
at it, and eat them, right?
Yeah. I mean, Chris
fine.
and Aurora, between them, work in a cattle farm and probably having slaughtered a few animals for your own meals.
Yeah.
You would have some idea on how to. Yeah, it might take a few hours. You never know, but you would have an idea on what you can do with it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't kill us anyway. Like, what part?
Exactly.
Right.
And if anything, we'll just have a bit of food poisoning afterwards. And that's not bad. We can
That's
do
fine.
that.
We'll be fine.
That
While they
depends.
are hunting,
Yes.
can Steve start up a fire and maybe set up camp?
You can indeed. So, what we are going to do is we'll start off by you, Steve. setting up the camp and the campfire to get something going so that you can actually cook something if they successfully hunt. And for that will be a survival check. Now I have got a DC in mind, so roll your dice and we shall see how well you do.
Yeah, in my backpack, I also have a, I think like some sort of flint or like something like that to a fire starter.
Yes.
I will see Steve struggling with the flint, and I'll give him my jet lighter. Sorry.
Let's see how I roll first.
Yep, fair enough.
Survival, right?
It is survival. Is anyone going to aid you as you set this up?
Yeah, I'll aid him.
With advantage, Wesley.
I definitely need it.
Oh no!
Singe his eyebrows.
There we go. That's a 15.
You
Wesley
get
sets on fire.
you get a modest fire going, and it's actually not too bad. The flames seem to be relatively well controlled, and as you're just setting off to track the boar, whoever's going hunting, you're actually mildly impressed, Osiris, with this campfire that he's set up. Although there are some oddities you notice, like the assistance with the jet lighter, and these weird metal grill type things that they've put over the flames.
Pig.
But
Look at it, just like, no, not gonna question it right now. Not right now.
yep, but you begin to set off tracking this animal. Who is going with Osiris on the hunt?
B.
Me, I want to go.
Okay, so there are 3 of you at this point in time. My first question is, what skills are each of you going to bring to this challenge as you track and hunt this creature, this animal?
Tracking and knowledge of animals.
Okay, so your knowledge of animals, we are going to use that to grant you an advantage on the first skill check, which is survival, a survival roll. So with your knowledge of animals and your understanding that you probably don't want to be downwind of it, etc., etc., it does give you an advantage on your first survival check there. And you follow the tracks with absolute ease.
Wow, those are good rolls.
It was a very, very good roll on that 24. You actually find yourself finding the tracks a lot easier to see as it goes along, and you are, as you travel, you are becoming more and more convinced that this is actually like a small wild boar of some kind. So, with the second part of this survival challenge, what skill is Jamie going to bring?
Ooh. Well, I'm good with like athletics, so if we need to chase after it, but I'm also good with strength. So if I need to do anything with that, those are probably my best ones.
Okay. As you are traveling through and tracking with relative ease, thankfully, That is a... Ooh. Where's my little thingy gone?
Uh-oh.
Haha, okay. As you are tracking and as you are following through, you do come across a few obstacles on the route. One of those obstacles appears to be, at least from a distance, it looks like someone leaning over what appears to be a broken trunk that is in your way of this path as you're tracking through. And as you're looking at this, you see on the coat of this apparent person leaning over this log that's this trunk that's in your path, you see upon the coat a insignia, one you recognize from the Azure Watch. However, it doesn't look right at all. Like, it looks like it's been faked in some way. But as you get closer, there is nothing but a bunch of stones that has been piled up in a very, very particular way to make it look like someone from a distance. And you see that the embroidery on this coat, this little insignia that you saw, is just a haphazard shape that's been embroidered in. And it takes you a little while, but using your strength and your athletics, you begin to shift the stones and the trunk out of the way of the path ahead. So go ahead and roll that athletics check for me, please.
Okie dokie.
Oh, yeah, you got this.
Woo. Dirty 20.
Yes. You spend about 5 minutes or so moving and shifting these stones and this trunk off of the path. And you can clearly see that this wild boar was able to essentially just squeeze through underneath it. But with your strength, your raw strength that you have, you manage to literally upend the tree trunk across the path and push it near enough upright and off into the forest, off the path to one side. It's a rather amazing display of strength there, Osiris. Kind of makes you feel a
You're
bit...
strong as hell.
Yeah. But you carry on, and you are still following these tracks. You succeeded in reacquiring the trail a little bit further down. Osiris,
Yes.
what skill are you going to use in order to assist?
I would like to use my investigation as being what I am. I am also a natural tracker for other things.
Mm-hmm. That you are. So with that, I am going to allow the advantage. And I would like a survival check as you continue tracking.
Wait, was it survival or investigation?
Survival. With advantage.
Oh, survival. Okay.
With
More
advantage.
survival as a 21. I'll take the 21, you know.
Yep, I think you'll take
No,
the
I think
21.
Me personally.
I think
Yeah,
you
no,
should
I take the 6.
I find Chris.
you
Hi, Chris.
you easily manage to track it through, and you see slightly further up ahead maybe another 10-15 minutes following the path along and following the tracks, you see what appears to be a small blood trail at this point. You don't know, maybe it caught itself on something. And as you're looking, you notice that there are some thorns, a couple of thorny vines that are trailing across the floor. And it does indeed look like this boar has caught itself on them and split itself open slightly. So it becomes easier to track this wild boar. And it's about, as I say, about 10-15 minutes or so. And then you find it. And it is there. It is on the ground. And it is essentially trying to lick its wounds. What are you going to do to try and capture it or kill it?
I mean, I can try and sneak up. One of us can try and like sneak up and, stab.
Be sneaky. Step.
Do any of us have a ranged weapon?
No.
Let me check my fucking things because I don't know if I have daggers or not. I had one
Or any
dagger and I had one
skills
dagger
you'd
from
like
Calvary.
to try as a druid, maybe?
Chris has no idea what they do. Chris barely even knows they're a druid.
Go chat to him. You said that you were an expert at like talking to animals. Maybe you can convince him to let us eat him.
To die.
Please, we're so hungry.
So dark. Buddy, we're going to eat you. Sorry.
Sorry.
I mean, it's perfectly valid. I mean,
It would also
consent is
be vegan
everything.
if the pig agreed. If the pig agreed, it would be vegan because it's a whole consent thing. So we'd also like,
What?
morally correct.
Like cannibalism.
Is
Yep.
someone in the group vegan?
I don't think so.
I think we're good.
I don't think so.
Sausages and stuff. So I think we're okay.
Wait. What if I copy what Steve did and I try and get that knife, that ice knife thing? The knife made of ice, the ice knife.
Can you do that?
I can try. I don't know if I can do it. I can copy what he did.
Fuck it, try it. You got this.
Sure.
Has he,
I
though?
do have ice knife finally.
Nice.
Just bear with me. I'm
Steve,
pulling
get
up
your
Chris's sheet.
I do actually have ice knife. I swear I do have it.
Yes, you do. Believe it or not, you actually do. Yes. So, are you going to try and use the ice knife to kill this
Yes,
wild
I'm gonna.
boar?
Yes, I am.
It's not a particularly high DC at this point, and you do gain advantage because it is technically prone. So, I would like you to roll your attack, please. First of all, though, this is your first time trying to cast it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna try and remember what he did.
Yep. As you try to remember what he did in this slight state of disbelief that you have that you can talk to animals, why would you be able to? Anyway, you attempt.
I can do anything.
You are attempting to cast this ice knife. I would like a wisdom check, please. I need a 13 or higher.
No!
That's a nat one.
That's brutal.
No.
That was so close to being a 16!
Oh no.
Unfortunately, as you try to recall what Steve did doesn't come to you. You can't create it the same way that Steve did. You near enough perfectly mimicked his actions. You tried to mimic what words he may have used, and you mimic his motions, but nothing comes out of your hands at all.
Okay, so I can't do that stuff.
Okay.
So I don't. Should I just go up and stab it?
I mean, I have a
Right.
foraging knife that I can try and throw, but then if I miss it, it's gonna scare it off.
What did I
I
pick
can
up from the?
also
What did I pick up from
Throw.
the arch? Casually. I've got a scimitar in my inventory, but I don't actually know if I have a scimitar in my inventory.
Did you keep the scimitar?
Yes. They all kept their weapons from the Ozio watch.
Okay.
Grab my sword. It's my
So I
sword.
have a scimitar.
Oh,
I have like a sword on me, so
I mean, go
have
for
actually
it.
pretty.
If you think you
I'm
can get
pretty-
there and get it, go for it.
How many adventurers does it take to kill a boar?
at least three
Yes.
apparently.
Well,
Three.
someone
Yeah.
else do it, so probably 4 at the very least.
I
Three,
have
because
an
they left their range attacker back at camp.
And they also left all of the smart people back. No,
Oh,
guys,
God.
I swear, Chris has a 16 in intelligence and a 17 in wisdom.
Yep.
They're just an idiot by choice.
Himbo vibes.
Oh,
Oh God.
Dear. So
no,
what are you going to do? I'm going to have to hurry this up before the ball stands up and starts moving on again.
no!
You could just
Who is
throw-
stealthy? Who here is stealthy who thinks they can get up there?
My stealth
Nope.
is a +1.
Okay, I have a +3.
+2.
Oh god. Okay, I have a
The
+3. So I
barbarian.
can do it.
It's the stealthiest.
It was then they realised they should have taken the rogue.
The rogue decided to stay back and tend to the fire.
Oh,
Yep.
That can cast a spell.
I can take my sword and I can try and like curl around behind it and get it if
Yeah,
we
stab it
want
in
to
the
trust me with that.
I mean,
I
stabbing it in the neck will just get it a quick death and let it bleed out.
I
Yeah.
will allow that. If that is what you wish to do, let's get your stealth roll first.
Okay.
Roll good.
Uh,
I imagine Osiris and Chris are just standing back with like hands
Yay!
on each other's
21.
mouths just to keep themselves from being quiet. Like,
The
Mhm.
butch barbarian of the party
Oh yeah.
rolls a 21 and is gone. None of you see her where she's gone. She is quiet as a church mouse. And you curl around the back of where this boar is, and surprisingly, it hasn't discerned where you are. So, would you like to roll an attack with advantage?
Absolutely. Where? How do I do that? Hold on. What am I rolling? Is it my hit on my longsword?
It's whatever you're attacking it with.
I guess my longsword. Yeah, I'll do my longsword. Right, okay. Hang on. With advantage. Okay, great. That was not good.
Oh God,
Let
yeah.
me roll again, please.
No.
With a oh, okay. Hell yeah.
Oh.
You take your longsword, you gently lower it over the poor boar's head, and how do you want to decapitate it?
I think just like two-handed, like above my head, and then I'm just gonna swing it down as quick and hard as I can.
The head lops off. You have successfully hunted this wild boar, and after about 30 minutes of trying to not get blood on your clothing from this wild boar hunt and travelling back to the camp, you arrive victorious with your feast in hand, and it is now down on Chris and Aurora to prepare the feast.
Yeah.
So,
You
guys,
guys-
how did the hunt go?
It went
It
so
was
good.
great.
We have a pig.
It was. She did most of the work. She is amazing.
I'm gonna flip my hair over my shoulder.
Chris
That's
just
right,
whistles
bitch.
and then just like cheers a bit.
Yeah. So, for this, Chris, what is your total survival?
I have a +5.
You have +5. Okay, you're the one that's going to roll with advantage then, as the pair of you, you and Dora, prepare the wild boar for your meal.
Q.
That's a good start.
Another natural one. So
Oh no!
Thank God for advantage, huh?
yeah.
So
Oh my.
with that being said, you manage to quite deftly, with Aura's help, prepare this wild boar, skinning it, getting it ready, and getting it up and running. And you put it onto the fire pit that is now working beautifully.
I can safely say it's pretty much like a cow.
In
Fair
what
enough.
regard?
You have
We have
an
food.
hour for a short rest.
Yippee!
Yippee! Oh my god, I can get the hit
Points back after I stabbed myself earlier this morning.
Yeah.
Oh
Wait,
my
what?
god! What's my thing? D10? Yes, it is. Hold on.
So,
Okay, that doesn't matter. Just getting back.
the smell of the roast boar, this boar being roasted over the fire, the smell of the crackling as it's and the fats and everything else as it cooks. Steve, you're the one
Yeah.
tending the barbecue pit, as it were. You're
Yeah.
turning it and twisting it with deft skill as the chef that you are. And it's not long before the first cuts are actually ready. Well, I say that, but it's been a while cooking, but the
Yeah.
first few cuts are ready. You make the cuts and you start to serve them. As you do so, everyone, you sit down, you tuck in, and you begin to eat. And it's quite pleasant, actually. It's not as harsh as bacon and other cuts of meat would normally be. It's actually quite tender. It's quite nice. It's not too fatty. Most of the fat has dripped away from it. It's actually a really decent meal. But you look around, Steve, and at your
Yeah.
feet, you realise, ooh, there's some fungus growing there.
Mm-hmm.
Some wild mushrooms. They look like normal mushrooms to you.
Can I make a survival check to see if they're not poisonous?
You can indeed.
All right. Let's say 13.
You can't tell. They look like normal close-cap mushrooms.
They seem like normal mushrooms. Yeah, Steve picks up one of the mushrooms. Should he do something stupid or
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to name this. Should I do something stupid?
It's a solid plan. It's worked so far.
Yeah, you know what,
Yeah,
Steve? You know what? Steve is going to take a bite of the mushroom.
As you begin to take a bite of the mushroom, nothing happens. Tastes like a mushroom.
All right. In that case, Steve will use his dagger to cut up the mushrooms.
Yep.
And get a little, pot with like a handle that's like an attachable handle.
Mm-hmm.
Uses a bit of oil he has in his pack.
Correct. Mark another little quantity off on that.
Yeah. Add some salt and starts to roast the mushrooms.
And it smells delicious as it's cooking. It's actually quite a pleasant meal that you managed to make out of all of this. There's a bit of veg in there, and there's the meat, and you all sit down and enjoy this meal. By the time the rest of the meat has finished cooking, it's not too hard for you to add it, to sort of bag it up and wrap it in a way that you can carry on continuing to take the food with you. It's not going to be ideal after a couple more days to eat.
Mhm.
But you've managed to wrap it securely enough that you've got it airtight enough that you could probably have the cold meat over the next couple of days, over the next day or so, without too much hassle. So
Yeah.
you've got yourself about a day's worth of food supply for the whole party there with that one boar. But that's not the only thing that cooking in an open forest like this can do for you. There's the smells. There's the other animals in the forest.
Oh boy.
And you hear something that you never would have thought you'd hear in your life living in the UK. Slightly familiar to Aura. There's the grumbling of a big brown bear having made its way towards your camp, sniffing around. As it approaches, it rears up on its hunches and it stops. And it just starts staring at you all. It seems to be hungry. It also seems to be a bit wary because of the numbers of you that are there. What are you doing?
Guys, this bear seems very hungry.
It would have attacked us by now if we can just get it to
Chris
bugger
is
off.
just going to slowly stand up.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Put their hands up.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah.
and is just going to try it and basically gauge if and actually is a piece of the meat
Mm.
and is just going to throw it in front of the bear.
The bear stops, crooks its head, sniffs downwards, comes down back onto all fours, sniffs again at the meat, and swallows it up, chomping on it. To him, it's just a mere morsel. To you, it was quite a nice big steak. But to him, it was just a mere morsel, and he's sitting there and he's chewing it and chewing it and chewing it and chewing it, but it's only a mouthful for him. And he sits back up on his haunches. He still seems wary. If anyone wants to do a nature check.
I will.
Can I do a nature check? I've got decent nature.
Oh, joining, guys.
Well, mine's 0, so I'm gonna stick with
20.
Fair enough.
21.
12.
So on a 12 or lower, you can't really discern its actions or its meaning or its understanding of what's going on. It's a big brown bear, and you all know that these things can sometimes not be very friendly at all. As for the other two, Chris and Osiris, you're looking at the behavior of this bear, and you're noticing that it's not coming towards you. It actually seems to be scared and wary of you, possibly due to the numbers of you that there are. But it does seem a little bit grateful for the food.
Mm.
But it does seem like it wants more now.
Oh no.
Chris is going to try and remember what they did before and is going to try again. I'm going to use my speak with animals.
You remember successfully what you did before. As this is a spell you've already cast, you can carry on casting it without any issues. And it comes almost naturally to you.
Yeah. And Chris is going to... What even is this? It's verbal. Okay. Yeah. Chris is basically just going to spell whatever words came into their head. Wave their hands in whatever thing.
The bear starts looking at you specifically with a crooked head to one side and... Feed me
and
more?
There's just this subtle, like, green glow that's to their hands as well. And just like, we really don't, have that much to pass on. I am sorry, pal.
You fed me.
That was all that we could give.
Hungry.
Can you not find food?
Food found.
Can you not find other food?
Big wolf eats food.
Bigger than you?
No. Faster than me.
They just nod.
You group kill wolf.
We could try.
Forest be happy. Head north. He
Head north.
gets down on his hunches, on all four legs again, turns and heads south away from you all. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Yippee! I love talking to my bear friend. He's my friend now.
I want to
I'm
keep
gonna
the
call
keep him
him
as a pet.
Alfred. His name is Alfred now.
Keep him as a pet.
Not gonna happen.
Oh, you know, fun.
Not gonna happen. Not
I
today.
could summon. I could summon a fine familiar. No, I can't.
Find familiar, find bear.
I could summon a miniature bear and call him Alfred.
Micro bear.
So
Micro bear.
You don't have to bear necessities to keep him.
You gave us a
You
bear.
could also
It's like the only thing Chris knows how to do it. They actually think that's the only thing they can do because the ice knife didn't work.
So, with that being said and done, it is the end of the session. And we will be back again next week with another episode of Dice and Destiny. I would like to apologise for the lack of an episode this Wednesday just past, but I was having a shoulder operation and getting my shoulder seen. So for that reason, there was no show, as it conflicted with the consultant date, the date with the consultant on that one. So yes, apologise for the lack of an episode. I hope the shenanigans of tonight's has made up for it, and we will have another episode, as I said, next Friday. So for those that wish to come back and watch us live, please do. If you wish to wait until Wednesday, where it will be released on Spotify, please also do remember to subscribe, like, and do all that funky good stuff on our YouTube and Spotify channels so that you can spread the word and help us with the YouTube and other algorithms of the internet so that we can reach our story far and wide. But with that, I say goodbye, as do the rest of the crew.
Bye-bye.
goodbye.
Bears.
Bye.